All right, today we're jumping into something really, really big. It's a philosophical framework called the Word Protocol. And honestly, it's kind of a theory of, well, everything. It offers a totally new way to look at reality itself. So let's get right into it.
So let's kick things off with a huge question. I mean, this is the core of the whole idea. What if everything you see around you, the universe itself, and the consciousness you're using to experience it, and that thing people call God, what if they aren't separate at all? What if they're all just different flavors of the exact same thing?
The source material puts it this way, and it's a pretty bold claim. I am Word, and Word is everything. Now hold on, this isn't about the words we speak, not exactly. It's saying that the actual fabric of reality, the very stuff of existence, is something called Word. So, what on earth does that mean? Let's break it down. Okay, to really get a grip on this, we've got to go way back. I mean, like before the beginning. We need to start with this core concept that there's just one single reality that contains everything. So, picture this. According to this protocol, before the Big Bang, before there was even space or time, there was just word. But it's not a sound you can hear, right? It's this silent, unformed potential. It's like the ultimate isness, the raw potential that everything, all matter, all energy, absolutely everything, eventually springs from. And here's the thing that's so fascinating. This idea isn't new, not by a long shot. It pops up all over the place in ancient wisdom. You've got the Greeks, who called it logos, this divine reason that organizes the universe. In Hindu traditions, they talk about Shabd, which is this idea of a transcendental sound. Of course, there's the famous line in the Gospel of John, "In the beginning was the Word." And in Sikhism, you have the Shabad, the Word itself being the ultimate teacher. They're all pointing at the same moon, just with different fingers. Okay, so we've established it's not just talking. So what is this word, really? Well, this framework gets super specific about it. They call it Anahad Shabad, which is such a cool concept. It means the unstruck sound. Think about that, a sound that isn't made by two things hitting each other. It's the vibration that just is. It's the base frequency of the universe, existing for no reason other than it's the nature of existence. It's like the source code of reality. And here's a great way to think about it, using a modern analogy, binary code, zeros and ones. So think of the unmanifest, that silent potential we talked about, as the zero. And then think of the manifest, everything that exists, all of creation, as the one. It's incredible, right? Out of that simple back and forth, that cosmic on and off switch, you get all the complexity we see around us. Everything from that first formless vibration all the way to the words I'm speaking right now. Okay, so here's a really important shift. This isn't just some abstract head-in-the-clouds theory. It's meant to be a practical tool, a protocol. It's literally a new lens we can use to look at ancient texts and maybe see something we missed before. The whole point of this protocol is to kind of slice through all the different names, the different rituals, the different stories you find in sacred texts from all over the world. The idea is to unify them, to show that underneath all that variety, they're all actually pointing to the exact same thing. This one single essence of word. And this is where it gets really interesting. The source material we're looking at takes this protocol and applies it directly to verses from the Gurbani, the holy scriptures of Sikhism. So what happens when you do that? What do you see? Let's take a look. All right, let's dive into a couple of examples. You're about to see just how much this word protocol can totally shift the meaning of these ancient verses. Okay, check this out. It's a verse about worship. On the surface, the literal meaning is pretty clear. Chanting the name of God is your ritual, your cleansing bath. Simple enough. But when you apply the word protocol, the meaning just explodes. It's not about chanting a name anymore. It's that word itself is the act of worship. All the external stuff, the candles, the incense, the prayers, they're just symbols. The real worship is that inner click, that moment you realize your own self is just an expression of word. Here's another great one about light. The literal take is that a lamp has been lit and its light shines on the world. Beautiful image. But again, the protocol says, let's go deeper. The name is word, which means word is the flame. So this isn't a physical lamp we're talking about. It's an inner awakening. And when that flame gets lit inside of you, that feeling of being separate from everything else, it just melts away. Suddenly, you see that the entire cosmos is glowing with the exact same singular light. So where does this all come from? Well, the whole philosophy is basically built on one foundational text from Sikhism. It's called the Mool Mantar, which means something like the seed formula or the root mantra. And you can see how this formula just builds the whole idea piece by piece. It starts with Onkar. There is one reality. Through this lens, that reality is word. Then Satnam, the true name. Well, that's the eternal vibration of word. Then you have Kartaparak, the creator. And get this, the creator isn't some separate dude in the sky. It's word itself creating everything. And finally, Guru Prasad. How do you get this? Through the guru, the one who pulls back the curtain and shows you what word is. See how it all connects? It's a totally complete, logical system. Okay, this brings us to the final and I think the most powerful part of all of this. We've talked about the cosmos and ancient texts, but what does this mean for you? How does this massive theory become a real, personal experience? It all circles back to this. That symbol, Ik Onkar, the number one, the final realization, the big payoff, is this simple but world-shattering idea: there is no separation. There is only one. The source material says that when this clicks, the line between you, the observer, and the world you're observing, it just vanishes. Every single thought, every feeling, everything you perceive, you realize it's all just a ripple on the surface of one single vast ocean of word. And this, right here, is the heart of it. This isn't just a fun idea to think about. It's a complete shift in how you see everything. I'm talking about the chair you might be sitting in right now, the air you're breathing, even that sense of me inside your head that's listening to my voice. It's all just different vibrations of the exact same thing. It is all word. So I want to leave you with this question. If this protocol is right, if everything and everyone is just an expression of one single underlying truth, and that includes you, then what truth are you revealing? What is your little piece of word saying?